Let's start with former MasterChef host Gregg Wallace, who's making headlines again this morning after a leaked letter suggests he is now banned from working for the BBC. ITV News entertainment reporter Rishi Davda joins us now. So Rishi, what is this? A leaked letter, like we say?
It is, yeah. The BBC has reportedly said they don't believe Gregg Wallace's behaviour will change in a pretty scathing letter from the compliance boss, Claire Powell. So this comes as the MasterChef presenter was sacked amid these allegations of groping, flashing and making sexual comments which go back years. Now, this letter's been seen by a number of various news outlets, and it refers to findings from a probe done by a law firm into Gregg Wallace's behaviour. That's yet to be made public. But within this letter, it read, "You acknowledge some of your comments have offended or upset people, but it's clear that you struggle to distinguish the boundaries between appropriate and inappropriate behaviour in the workplace. I do not have confidence that your behaviour can change." So Gregg Wallace has admitted using inappropriate language in the past, but denies the more serious allegations. He's come under fire for putting out a statement earlier this week in which he said he's been formally diagnosed with autism. Some people are saying he's using it as an excuse for his behaviour. And in that statement, he added, "I recognise that some of my humour and language at times was inappropriate. For that, I apologise without reservation." Now, there are rumours circulating that Gregg might actually try and sue the BBC in the future. Whether that's for unfair dismissal or something else remains to be seen, but I don't think it's the last we've heard of this.
No, it just all sounds terribly messy and, of course, very public.
Yeah, and I think he's a public face, and these allegations have been, broadcast in the news, so there is no way of containing this. And I think it's clear that Gregg Wallace wants to try and get out in front of all the findings, but I think when those come to light, we might get a better understanding of what actually went on over the past few years.
Like you say, it will rumble on, undoubtedly. They've arrived in Manchester.
They have.
They're ready. It's a homecoming gig. It is going to be massive, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, no one would expect that it wouldn't take over their home city, but Liam and Noel back in Manchester, ready for the first of 5 shows in the city starting this evening. There's doing lookalike competitions as well. So I think some look more realistic than others, but they're offering people, the opportunity to prove just how Oasis they truly are. And Liam has taken over the local tram. We can have a listen to that now.
This tram is for Ashton. The next stop is the Etihad campus, the home of the champions of England and the champions of Europe. Come on, sit in.
That is perfect. What a perfect time. I mean, everyone's also just bought into this reunion, really. The whole city has, certainly in Manchester.
People are waiting a long, long time for this to come. And it's interesting when you see who's going. There's no specific demographic. There's no oh, that's an Oasis fan. It is a full breadth of ages and genders and people from all different backgrounds who love their music. 80,000 people a night at Heaton Park, but it could actually be a little bit more than that. So there's these TikToks going viral at the moment with people showing you how to sneak into the venue.
Oh, goodness.
So police have obviously said, yeah, don't do that. We don't want that happening. We're going to have extra security in place to make sure that everybody has a good time, and you only get in if you have a ticket, which is the way it should be. If you can't, just listen to them on your phone or on the radio or something else.
I know.
Don't be one of those people who spoils it for everyone else.
Don't cause any problems. No one needs that tonight. Everyone wants to have fun. It's going to be hot.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a big part of it.
Interested to see how they fare in such incredible sunshine, because it's not going to be cool by the time they get off stage.
Absolutely. No one will care. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
What a night. What a night. There were problems, however, for another gig, actually serious problems.
Yeah. So Jeff Lynne's Electric Light Orchestra supposed to be performing, also in Manchester at the Co-op Live Arena, but it was cancelled just before it was due to start. So fans have said that they were told the performance wouldn't go ahead not long before the support act was actually supposed to come out on stage. They weren't told immediately what was going on, and then later on found out via X that the ELO page had said it was due to illness.
Oh, dear.
But I don't think that was much of a...
Yeah.
Didn't do much for the people who were already there inside. So it's really tricky when something like that strikes, completely unforeseen. But I imagine people who'd made the journey there and spent a bit of money were probably left thinking, oh.
No, of course. But then again, goodness knows what that's a horrible position to be in, like you say. But yeah, you'd like to have known beforehand, ideally, but you can't help it, can you?
Yeah.
Lewis Capaldi fans, some of them aren't happy either.
Yeah, there was a lot of joy when Lewis Capaldi announced his comeback at Glastonbury, and then we had the tour, and the tour sold out incredibly quickly. But some people weren't happy that the UK and Ireland dates, the tickets for those, were appearing on these resale sites very quickly after they'd been on sale through official channels. So for the show at the O2 Arena in London in September, tickets were ranging between £32 and £111. But very quickly, there was seen on sites like Viagogo, there was one ticket which was on for £56 being sold for £808, so 14 times that price, which firstly begs the question, who's spending that much money on these tickets? And secondly, why are you buying them just to profit off them? But that is something that exists. Lewis posted online about the fact that it had sold out, saying he never expected it to happen. It was incredibly surreal. It meant a lot to him that it sold out faster than any of his other tours, but he wasn't going to be putting on extra shows because of the demand to look after his physical and mental well-being. Often artists will see how many people want those shows and then will put on more shows if they can fit them in. Understandably, Lewis is putting himself first in this situation to make sure he can do as good a show as possible and keep everybody happy.
Just keep everyone, and himself, clearly, because that's important as well. So Justin Bieber we have to talk about. I mean, there's probably not a day, really, where there isn't some sort of an update or a headline or a picture. And it's been a bit of an uncertain kind of territory, really, with what's going on in his life.
Yeah, it has. There are so many photos every day. He's arguably one of the most famous people in the world.
Absolutely.
Where you see people questioning the relationship between him and his wife, Hailey Bieber, and also his own well-being. But actually, these photos that he's put out give us a rare insight into life away from the public eye, and it's linked to the release of a new album, which dropped this morning, called Swag. We can have a listen to one of the tracks, which is called Daisies. You can hear it in the background here. Head is spinning and they don't know when to stop. So that was a surprise release, despite the fact that it'd been kind of teased on billboards in the US and in Iceland in recent times. Justin confirmed it by reposting the billboards, which included the track list as well. It's been a little while since we've had music from Justin Bieber, 2021. There have been a lot of concerns around him. He seems to want to put those all to rest. A couple of other interesting songs on the album. One's called Therapy Session, which was about his life in the public eye, dealing with all that pressure. And one called Go Baby, which is about his wife, Hailey.
Right, OK. Well, maybe it's OK. Maybe things are better than we thought,
Yes. Yeah. And I think, hopefully he had to cancel his last tour because of health issues, but hopefully we might see him travelling the world once again, because he does have a lot of fans.
Of course he does. And he's brilliant. He actually is brilliant. We were saying it earlier, 40 years since Live 8.
40 years.
It's just incredible. And people are sort of reminiscing about the day.
Yeah, it's a lot of where were you there, did you watch it on TV? It was huge for a kind of TV milestone in the number of people who were able to watch it live. Those shows, not only in London, but in Philadelphia as well. So it's 40 years, the anniversary is on Sunday. A new BBC series with extended highlights, which is going to be played from tomorrow. Some interesting facts about Live Aid. It was £5 for a ticket. We were just talking about how much the Lewis Capaldi tickets were. £5 for a ticket for the London show. There was also a £20 charitable donation on top of that. But when you think about the number of people you got to see and how long it went on for, the longest set on the day, 25 minutes, that was Sir Elton John. He took the record. It was the first performance as well of Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me with the late, great George Michael. So that was a pretty special moment for people who were there. And the award for furthest distance travelled, 3,500 miles, flown by Phil Collins, who was the only performer to be in both London and Philadelphia, which is a pretty amazing record to hold.
It's a good statistic, isn't it?
But this show was something special. The thing I love, no phones there. I've said it before, I'll say it again. No phones at all. Everybody just living in the music.
Living in the moment and watching it and remembering it 40 years later for that very reason. We've got to mention the football.
We do.
The Euros. Good luck to England and Wales, of course.
Yes. Yeah, the Lionesses facing off against Wales. Sunday, 8 o'clock kickoff on ITV. England could be the favourites, having just beaten the Netherlands 4-0 during the week. But good luck to both sides.
Absolutely. Wales will be they'll want to fight back, though, after their last match too. So it could be a very close one. You just don't know. But good luck to everyone involved is what we're going to say, isn't it? Absolutely. Thanks so much, Rishi, as always. Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel, where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.